Chapter 1. Welcome to the Watchtower. The documentary begins with the haunting clang of iron bars and the slow, deliberate footsteps echoing through the dimly lit corridors. My name is Miguel, and I've spent the last 5 years confined within these concrete walls. As I guide you through the Watchtower, the maximum security prison where I reside, you'll hear the stark contrasts of life here compared to the outside world. I recount the rigid daily routines, the loud bell signaling wake up, the monotonous shuffle of inmates lining up for meals, and the distant shouts of guards cutting through the air. Each sound tells a story, encapsulating the weight of despair, yet there are glimpses of humanity, brief moments of camaraderie shared during yard time. Here, amidst iron and despair, life pulses with an undying spirit of connection. Welcome to the world behind bars, a place where echoes of steel reveal both the shadows of our past and the flickers of hope for the future. Chapter 2. The Sound of Isolation. In this haunting chapter, we delve into the world of Leela, a young woman in her 20s serving time for drug-related offenses. Her voice trembles as she recalls the numbing silence of solitary confinement, where days blend into a monotonous fog. It's like drowning in your thoughts, she confesses, her words laced with both vulnerability and resilience. The ambient soundscapes transport listeners to her confined space, the echo of distant footsteps, the flickering buzz of fluorescent lights, and the soft rustling of her journal pages as she writes to escape. Lila shares her relentless battle against despair, cut off from sunlight and human connection, yet clinging to fleeting glimpses of hope through her writings. Her reflection is interwoven with the oppressive sounds of isolation, creating an intimate atmosphere that invites listeners to bear witness to her struggles and the fragility of the human spirit amidst despair. Chapter 3. The Brotherhood of the Yard. In the heart of the prison yard, a group of men known as the Brotherhood has formed an unlikely sanctuary. Led by Alonzo, a former gang member seeking redemption, this tight-knit circle of inmates tend to a vibrant garden, a patch of life amid the steel and concrete. As we listen, Alonzo shares his journey from violence to mentorship, illustrating how the garden serves as more than just a source of fresh vegetables. It symbolizes hope, connection, and second chances. Soundscapes of rustling leaves and laughter fill the air, revealing candid moments shared as they nurture not just plants, but also each other's spirits. The Brotherhood embodies resilience, illustrating the transformative power of community and shared purpose, while the aroma of soil and laughter blends into a poignant narrative of renewal in a place where despair often prevails. Their collective efforts remind us that even in the darkest of environments, the seeds of change can blossom. Chapter 4. Letters from Home. In the echoing corridors of the maximum security prison, we hear the poignant story of Kim, a mother serving a long sentence for theft. As Kim speaks, her voice trembles with emotion, recounting the unbearable weight of separation from her children. Recorded phone calls play in the background, capturing the innocence of her children's laughter and the heartbreak of missed milestones, birthdays, school performances, and simple moments she longs to share. Kim reflects on the emotional toll her imprisonment has taken on her family, grappling with feelings of guilt and the hope that one day her children will understand her choices. Struggling to maintain connections through letters and phone calls, her words serve as a painful reminder of love intertwined with regret. The chapter unfolds with haunting soundscapes, each pause and rustle echoing the profound struggle to bridge the gap between a mother's love and the reality of her confinement. Chapter 5. Reflections in Steel. In this poignant chapter, we delve into the heart and soul of the inmates as they share their original poetry and art, each piece a shard of their complex emotions. The soothing background instrumentals guide listeners through a range of feelings, from deep-seated anger and despair to flickers of hope and healing. Through the raw and unfiltered voices of Miguel, Lila, Alonzo, and Kim, we hear verses that express their inner struggles, dreams deferred, and the yearning for redemption. A haunting poem about loss echoes through the air, while laughter erupts over a light-hearted haiku, unearthing the unexpected joy found in shared creativity. As their words intertwine with ambient prison sounds, clanking metal, subtle whispers, and distant laughter, listeners are invited to experience the transformative power of art a lifeline that connects inmates to each other and to their aspirations beyond these steel bars. Chapter 6. The Learning Curve. In the dimly lit classroom, the sounds of shuffling papers and soft laughter blend with the rustle of textbooks. Miguel, joined by a diverse group of inmates, shares his transformative journey through the prison's educational programs. Each lesson becomes a chance for self-discovery, allowing them to confront their pasts while nurturing hopes for a brighter future. The audio paints a vivid picture of camaraderie among inmates as they discuss literature, mathematics, and life skills, their conversations reflecting newfound aspirations. Through Miguel's voice, we hear empowering stories of resilience, men and women learning not just academic skills, but also the values of responsibility, trust, and empathy. The clang of the prison echoes outside, yet within these walls, a tapestry of dreams begins to form. It's a journey of growth that transcends their offenses, a testament to the power of education as a pathway to redemption and a key to unlocking the possibilities that lie beyond steel bars. Chapter 7. Stories from the Shadows. In this poignant chapter, we delve into the diverse narratives of the inmates, uncovering the circumstances that led them to the confines of steel. Through intimate interviews, each voice reveals a story shaped by desperation, trauma, and difficult choices. John, a former addict, recounts his spiral into crime as a misguided attempt to escape his turbulent upbringing. Meanwhile, Sarah describes the tragic sequence of events that culminated in her imprisonment, a moment of anger that would forever alter the course of her life. As these stories unfold, profound themes of guilt and accountability emerge, reflecting the complexity of human behavior. Interspersed with the sounds of the prison, echoes of footsteps and distant conversations, these revelations serve as a reminder that each inmate's past is a haunting tapestry of struggles, regrets, and lost opportunities, presenting a deeper understanding of the human experience beyond the bars. Chapter 8. Healing through Shared Experience. In this chapter, we delve into the transformative power of group therapy sessions held within the prison's concrete walls. Inmates gather in a small room where vulnerability becomes a strength as they share their deepest traumas and challenges. We hear the voices of individuals like Jamal, who speaks candidly about the abuse he faced growing up, and Sarah, who articulates her struggles with addiction and loss. The sound of chairs shifting and soft murmurs fills the air, interspersed with moments of silence as participants absorb each other's stories. The atmosphere is thick with a sense of solidarity and communion. Laughter and tears flow freely as inmates support one another. A poignant discussion on healing through shared experiences reveals the resilience of the human spirit, illustrating how empathy and connection can pave the path toward recovery. This chapter captures the profound impact of communal healing, reminding listeners that transformation often begins with understanding and acceptance among peers. Chapter 9. The Nature of Forgiveness. In this poignant chapter, we delve into the complexities of forgiveness, both for oneself and for others. Through intimate interviews, inmates share their poignant journeys toward reconciliation, revealing a spectrum of emotions that echo through prison walls. Miguel begins with his own struggles, reflecting on the guilt he feels for the pain caused to his loved ones, describing how he learned that forgiving himself was a crucial step toward healing. We hear from Alonzo, who recounts his journey of seeking forgiveness from those he once harmed in his gang life, while Lila reflects on her desire to forgive her past choices that led her to prison. The chapter is enriched with soundscapes of shared meditative moments, creating a contemplative space where inmates explore vulnerability together. These narratives intertwine, illustrating that forgiveness, while challenging, holds the transformative power to break the cycle of pain and foster connections that extend beyond the confines of steel. Chapter 10. The Reality of Recidivism. The chapter opens with the somber sounds of metal clinks, reminiscent of chains, highlighting the harsh reality faced by many inmates upon release. Inside the prison's common room, Miguel leads a discussion on the challenges of re-entering society, sharing startling statistics about recidivism. Over 70% of formerly incarcerated individuals find themselves back behind bars within 5 years. Voices of fellow inmates resonate, sharing their fears of failure and the societal stigma that looms large after serving time. Amidst their candid confessions, we hear the intersecting stories of those who strive for change, juxtaposed with the harsh realities they confront. The soundscape reflects their uncertainty, capturing the heavy sighs and shared laughter as they exchange encouragement. Miguel's voice softens as he emphasizes the importance of support systems and community resources that can break the cycle, leaving listeners with a poignant reminder. Every choice holds the potential for change. Chapter 11, Moments of Connection. In the thick, heavy air of the communal space, laughter reverberates, a testament to the bonds forged behind bars. In this chapter, Miguel shares stories of friendships that bloom amid desolation. We hear from inmates who have found solace in unexpected camaraderie, a shared joke, a supportive hand on a shoulder during tough times, whispers of hope exchanged in the shadows of their confinement. The sounds of cards being shuffled, the rhythmic clinking of metal cups, and the warmth of voices fill the atmosphere, creating an inviting backdrop that contrasts sharply with the prison's harsh reality. We learn how these moments of connection provide essential support, helping them navigate the emotional turbulence of incarceration. Inmate testimonies reveal the significance of these friendships, essential lifelines that remind them they are not alone, even in their darkest hours. Together, they find strength, resilience, and a glimmer of hope, marking the beginning of healing paths forged in solidarity. Chapter 12, Memories of Before. In this poignant chapter, inmates open their hearts as they share their fondest memories from life before incarceration. The narratives are woven together, creating a tapestry of lost joys and cherished moments. James recalls long summer afternoons spent fishing with his grandfather, the thrill of casting his line into the shimmering lake. Sarah, her voice trembling with nostalgia, describes baking cookies with her mother, the sweet aroma filling their home and their laughter dancing through the air. Each story paints a vivid picture, juxtaposing the warmth of their pasts against the stark reality of prison life. Soundscapes of distant laughter, the sizzling of food, and the gentle lapping of waves enhance these memories, enveloping listeners in a poignant reminiscence. Amidst the shadows of regret, these recollections shine like beams of light, reminding us of their identities beyond the confines of steel. Individuals who once savored life's simple pleasures and still cling to hope for redemption and reconnection. Chapter 13, Guardians of Their Own Futures. In this pivotal chapter, we uncover the inspiring stories of inmates who have embraced the path of rehabilitation. Through interviews with individuals like Sam, a former thief turned philosophy enthusiast, and Clara, a dedicated artist, we watch as they seize opportunities to reshape their lives. Their narratives emphasize the transformative power of education and mentorship, showcasing how attending workshops in creative writing and vocational training helps redefine their identities beyond the label of inmate. Amidst sounds of pages turning and the faint rustle of art supplies, we hear reflections on their newfound aspirations and commitments to contributing to society. The bonds formed with mentors who believe in their potential for change become a lifeline, fostering hope and resilience. As the chapter unfolds, the atmosphere fills with a sense of determination, underscoring that even within these daunting walls, they are not merely waiting for change, they are actively crafting it, becoming guardians of their own futures.